I'm Constable Les Jones with the Sarnia Police Service. My position here is the Chief Executive Officer. I handle the media and policy here with the Sarnia Police Service. So we have every age group that's affected by mistakes or crimes online. It goes everywhere from exploitation of children and predators seeking out these children. With the older group, we have a lot of people that are scammed over the internet. That's a huge problem in the city right now and probably all over the country. With the younger group, it's online bullying. Around the 13 years of age and up, online bullying is a huge problem in the city as well. It's very easy to minimize the risk to yourself online. One of the first things we tell young kids is not to share your password. Once your password is shared with somebody, it's wide open. Your computer is wide open to somebody else using it. Also, be very, very careful the information that you put out online. You don't want to tell people what school you go to. You don't want to tell them where you live. Just be very, very minimal with the information that you put out. If you're going to be on social media, make sure that you're using a site that you can put a lot of safety or security measures on your account, such as Facebook, and go in periodically and make sure that they are still updated. With adults, it's a lot of the same things. Just don't put out a lot of information about yourself. And we tend to tell our kids not to put information out about themselves, but then we go ahead and we put out their information. Taking pictures of them at soccer practice, taking pictures of them graduating from high school. So we're leaving a digital surveillance imprint on these kids. And as adults, you need to have some parental controls on the computer. Don't let your kids have a computer in their room or in an isolated area. And seriously consider using some type of monitoring system such as NetNanny or Razul. There's different softwares out there that you can use so that you can monitor what your kids are doing online. We really need to think, it doesn't matter if you're a young person or an adult, you really need to think about what you're putting online, especially inappropriate pictures. These pictures, once they're out there forever. We can't get them back, and they may come back to haunt you later in life. The analogy we like to use here when we speak to kids about inappropriate online content is we ask them if they would be willing to go out in the schoolyard and take their shirt off and walk around. The answer is always no. But this is the same thing they're doing if they put these inappropriate pictures online. It just opens them up to all kinds of predators. There's predators that surf the net fishing for people such as this. Not only that, if their peer group gets a hold of these pictures, they can be used to bully and intimidate them with the use of that picture. So we really need to educate not just our kids but everyone about what kind of pictures they're putting out on the social media. There's numerous resources out there for anybody that wants to educate themselves a little bit more about cyber safety. You can go to our website, sarniapolice.com, and we have links to various websites that we use to get information regarding cyber safety. People need to remember that the internet is not private. It's not private. Regardless of what the site says, it is not private. You have to remember that. The other thing is, if it's against the law in the real world, it's probably against the law in the cyber world. So we tell people, if you wouldn't do it in the real world, don't do it in the cyber world. Just because it's on the computer, there's somebody on the other side that could be offended or is trying to offend you. So if you remember those three things, the internet's not private. If it's against the law in the real world, it's probably against the law in the cyber world. And don't do anything in the cyber world that you wouldn't be willing to do in the real world.